You are number 6.
I'm not a number. I'm a free woman.
Seetha Hallett, everyone.
With the current economic climate, some vendors have come up with an innovative way to beat the stagnant property market, which could mean that I might be able to buy somewhere for considerably less than the asking price. What do you think about housing competitions?
I think they're very good for entrepreneurs.
And it seems that everyone conducting a competition is waiting on the outcome of the Wilshire case. Just from looking at some of the house competition websites, it appears that a number have had to modify their approach or have been stopped by the Gambling Commission.
Zambia is a country that's traditionally been reliant on a huge copper industry, but it's had to shift its focus ever since prices started falling in the 70s and continue to drop. Today, the future of the country depends on agriculture, and there's a lot of potential there, with only a fifth of the country currently cultivated. But how do you turn that potential into productivity? What importance do you place on banking and being able to develop a country as a whole?
I think the importance for us as government is that access to banking must be taken as near as possible to where the economic activity is.
It's a concept that's always going to need to be tailored to local situations, but to be able to understand just how different those conditions can be, I'm going to need to travel a little bit further. Paraguay is a poor country. It's only been a democracy since 1993, and ever since then the government's been fighting poverty, particularly in the rural areas. What's your vision for the future of Paraguay?
I hope to see a country with not a big difference between rich and poor.
Simon loves scuba diving, and just because the girls aren't old enough to dive yet doesn't mean they can't also enjoy the magic of the underwater world, which is why my second choice is snorkeling. Now, just about every little girl I know loves animals, so for my second choice, we're getting up close and personal with Australia's most famous marsupial.
Warrawong Wildlife Sanctuary was set up to give orphaned animals a natural habitat in which to roam free. Now over 40 kangaroos call it home.
And I come to Lamington National Park, which comprises the country's largest remnant subtropical rainforest. Now, some of these trees date back over 2,000 years, and the best way to find out more about this ancient landscape is to grab yourself a guide. It's actually quite pretty.
Yeah, they call them the carpet python because they look like the old-style tapestry carpet bag.
A carry, Luna rat, and a juvenile green turtle. Today's house hunters Paul Spass and Christy White are veteran globetrotters, having travelled the world working on a cruise ship for the last 10 years. But now they've got a case of cabin fever and they want to make a ship-to-shore transfer, and that's where I come in. Is it right you've never been to the Outer Hebrides before?
That's correct.
Never. And yet you're contemplating spending thousands of pounds on a holiday home here?
We must be mad.
Well, I'd definitely say adventurous anyway. Putting all of your finances into this, it's a big step. You'll soon find out how true that is. For individuals like yourselves who are looking for an investment project, what's worth considering are things like these townhouses and splitting into 2 flats. Is this what you meant, having a shell which you then build upon? Definitely. You've got to strip back the plaster, take it back to the brickwork, treat it, replaster it. It makes you want to sell. It does. If you knocked through this wall and that wall, you'd have a raised dining area looking down onto the kitchen. Yes, that could be really interesting.
Yes, that could be very nice. And I was so looking forward to shouting at you.
Well, there's still time yet.
Do
you not think this is a little bit small for a lounge?
You've got to think about what your target market would be. So at £150,000, you'd be appealing to first-time buyers.
It's definitely not somewhere I would ever consider.
Full fire. Location is very important for you guys.
Wow. It's me. It's totally me.
This hasn't has been a complete roller coaster, but I think we finally got to the bottom of what Mark and Alison are looking for. In fact, there are more psychopaths than ways to bridle. So I hear it was your impressive moves on the dance floor. I'm quite small, but I would struggle.
You would struggle to stand.
You know, and something else for you. You've got your dishwasher. Okay, right, you go stand in the corner and think about what you've done. I'm using David as my no, you're not going anywhere.
This is a real fire.
I will take you back home and you'll be worshipped as a demigod.